The impact of the benefit provided to Carolinas College of Health Sciences through the foundation cannot be overstated. The largesse of the foundation allows us to keep our tuition costs down, so we're more affordable for students, really making a second career possible that might not have been possible for many students. It also provides scholarships, again, financial support for students who have a vision, who have a career dream, but who have financial limitations, knowing those scholarship dollars are available, knowing that a top-notch education is affordable. It's fantastic. It's an amazing gift that the foundation provides to the college and really to students of our state and our region.
I'm with the teaching program at Carolinas Medical Center in the Department of Internal Medicine, and we take care of a huge number of indigent patients, uninsured, underinsured patients. Heart failure patients are very high-risk patients. Those patients who require hospitalization for heart failure nationwide, 1-year mortality is around 30%. 1 in 3 are dead in 1 year. 5-year mortality is 80%. Only one of these patients are alive at 5 years. And the issue is that it doesn't have to be like that. And the Mattei family came in and provided us with a totally unrestricted grant, where our goal is to really try to empower our patients to take care of their own health with our help.
I'll get a call from Dr. Littman, and then I'll go over to the hospital and see the patient. So I go over, just introduce myself, try to explain the program to her, and she was immediately eager for any help and just having contact with us. Since she came to her appointment 2 days later, we already had that relationship formed because she knew Dr. Littman in the hospital and she had met me in the hospital, so she's just immediately the bond, the trust is there.
We have had incredible success for these patients who should have pretty much died without this help. And we constantly try to do some survey of how we are doing here, just for ourselves, not for scientific purposes. And on average, our 1-year mortality of these very sick patients runs anywhere from 0 to 10% compared to the 28-30% nationwide.
Welcome to Seacrest Studios. We're excited to have Callie Dobbins from LCH Administration with us. Welcome, Callie.
Thanks.
We're glad that you're here.
Thanks, I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, so just tell us a little bit about, we know the studio has made a huge impact on LCH, but tell us how it's directly impacted patient experience here.
Gosh, how has it not changed the patient experience? I mean, from the time you walk into the hospital now, it just has a totally different vibe. It's always been a beautiful place, but now it's got high energy with your music. People walk in, they're smiling, they're not so apprehensive when they're checking in. And then for the patient and their families, we've always been able to connect with them, but now we connect with them in a way that's fun and it's child-friendly. They're playing bingo or they're dancing in their room or they're coming down and having dance parties with you while they're sick. And I don't know that there's many places that you can say that you truly have fun while being healed from a medical perspective.
We're very grateful to the Ryan Seacrest Foundation for making this possible and for Philanthropy here in Charlotte area for making this possible. And it's done so much for our hospital. It not only encourages patients and their families, but the kids can come down here and learn all about radio and broadcasting. They can learn how to work the boards and camera equipment. They can learn how to make their own shows. And then we incorporate interns into our equation down here. So we have students from local journalism schools, and they take what they already have learned in their journalism schools and in their universities, and they apply it here.
My charge is developing our integrative oncology program, and integrative oncology basically treats the patient who has cancer. We're getting great at treating the cancer, but sometimes we forget to treat the patient who has the cancer. So we're developing programs to help the patient deal with the stress, the anxiety, the fear of going through diagnosis and treatment, and we help them deal with side effects and how to come out of it stronger than when they went into it and decrease their risk of a recurrence. Our core programs that we've developed right now in integrative oncology are yoga and Tai Chi, which are great for stress and dealing with the stresses of the treatment and the cancer. We have acupuncture, we have healing touch, we have massage. They're great programs, but the problem is none of those are reimbursed by insurance. So if we didn't have some type of funding mechanism, we wouldn't be able to provide these for our patients. I saw a patient this morning who is just coming off treatment for breast cancer, and her biggest concerns were fear of recurrence and stress, so I was able to steer her to our meditation and mindfulness-based classes. She had some lingering numbness and pain in her fingertips and toes, and I was able to refer her to our acupuncturist. She would not have been able to have those services if they weren't funded by our donors. When I went through cancer treatment myself as a breast cancer survivor, there were a lot of things that were not available to me. And everything we are developing now is exactly what I needed when I went through treatment.
So the impact of philanthropy on the developmental therapeutics program is paramount. It would not exist without it. And the only way that we were able to build our program and create the things that we have done over the last 5 years was solely based on philanthropy. So when we started in 2009 on the endowment, we have since then had about 1 to 2 clinical trials at the time, and now we're at 12 to 15 at any given time. We were unable to enroll any patients because we couldn't get referrals, and now we have referrals from pretty much across the eastern seaboard, and we enrolled over 15 patients last year, which is triple the growth of the previous year. Philanthropy allows us to really create new agents and create new drugs and create new programs. We continue to grow, we continue to be in the national landscape with multiple consortiums that are national in the phase 1 arena, and we continue to build our name as the Children's Hospital.